got some motherfucking design on right now. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. I got 3 old thoughts on the block.
Good morning, Ms. Donovan. Mr. Patterson, are you available?
Judge, depends on what case it is.
Well, we have Christine Donovan here for which case?
Your Honor, I'm here for London Cooley.
London Cooley. She has a number of cases on here.
I got her here at the court security, Judge.
All right. You need some time to talk to her, Mr. Patterson, or are we ready on that?
Judge, that's a cases that I've had
cases.
conflicts on. So the court had appointed Joshua Andrews. I did talk with Joshua Andrews this morning. He told me he developed a conflict so that he was taken off, and that it was his understanding there was a third attorney now that was appointed, although he didn't know who that was.
Well, Jen, what can you tell me about all of that?
I am looking into that now, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
I am showing on 3 of the 4 cases that the attorneys that have been given to her have been, as stated, Darren Patterson and Josh Andrews, but on 3 of those, Blake Cooper, but it does not show him as currently appointed.
And Your Honor,
Mr. Regier.
for what it's worth, I may be able to offer some clarification. However, in my understanding, it is the state's understanding that this is a defendant who has 2 additional cases on Wednesday's docket this week, 22 TR 4239 and 22 TR 2399. I'm not sure if the court wishes to go on the record in those as well in the interest of judicial economy.
Well, all motions to revoke, and those are first appearances, Mr. Regier.
Your Honor, it would appear that all 6 of these cases are in a similar procedural position. However, in the cases on the docket today, I'm showing a first appearance on the request for revocation was conducted back in June, but a first appearance on the request for revocation does not appear to have been conducted in the cases currently set for Wednesday.
Well, let's proceed with today's cases and find out. Okay, so Ms. Cooley, what attorney have you talked to since you had this warrant to show cause filed and your attorney appointed?
I don't think I have.
You know, you're looking at a potential jail time on 4 or if not 6 cases. Do you know that? Do you know that?
No.
Did you know you're looking at warrants to show cause why your probation should not be revoked in each of these cases?
I don't know.
You don't remember a judge ever telling you of all the times you've seen a judge in these cases that you could be serving jail time if this is revoked?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so knowing that you could have all of these probations revoked and go to jail for a significant period of time, you didn't find out who your attorney was or talk to any attorneys between the last hearing and now?
No, I thought Darren Patterson was.
So
But
did
then
you
I
talk-
got,
Did you talk to them?
they told me that, that he wasn't.
Who told you he wasn't? His office staff?
Yeah.
And did they send you back to the clerk or to Mr. Andrews?
They just told me that they didn't know who was appointed to me.
Did you
So
think about trying to find out who your attorney might be if it wasn't Darren Patterson?
Yeah, I called up there, but they didn't know either. And then I asked
Where?
Christine,
Okay, hold on. You called up where?
to the Butler County Courthouse.
You know which office you called?
No, I mean,
But somebody in some office told you what?
that they didn't know.
They didn't know who your attorney would be. Okay.
Right.
Then
And
what
Your
did you do?
and Your
Did you
Honor?
talk to you just a moment, Mr. Gear. And then you said you went to Christine, your probation officer.
Yes.
And what did she tell you?
She told me about Darren Patterson being my attorney this morning. So I figured I'd just wait and see.
All right. Now, Mr. Regier, please.
Your Honor, for what it's worth, I am showing an order appointing counsel with respect to Mr. Patterson. It looks like that was filed with the court on June 5th of this year. In reviewing the notes from the first appearance hearing conducted before District Judge Hart, it would appear that the court had appointed attorney Shannon Cooper, although I have no personal knowledge as to the exact details of that, as I was not present during that setting.
And what date was that appointment made, Mr. Regier?
Your Honor, that hearing appears to have been scheduled for June 4th. The order appointing counsel with respect to Mr. Patterson appears to have been filed with the court subsequently on June 5th.
And Judge, we did receive that. I just want the court to know we did reach out to the clerk to suggest we have a continuing conflict, have on the other cases, and a new attorney needed to be appointed. But I think it's a matter of the court needing to make that order, not the clerk's office. So I'm not sure there was a procedure set up for that process.
Well, they usually notify the court, as do you, and then I usually send back a response and it's handled appropriately. It doesn't usually just drop in midair. Typically, as soon as you tell me and the clerk together that you've got a conflict, they ask me who to reappoint and I tell them and then they make that appointment. That's the standard procedure that I'm familiar with. And we haven't heard from Cooper's whether they could take the appointment yet. Apparently, Jen.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, could you please repeat that?
Sure. Usually attorneys, when I assign them, only tell me if they can't take the appointment. Have we heard anything from Cooper's one way or the other on the appointment, whether they could or could not take it?
I do not have any communication between Mr. Cooper and myself.
And you sent it to Blake Cooper or to Mrs. Cooper?
I have not sent anything to Blake Cooper.
How about his Mrs. Cooper? Did you send anything to Shannon Cooper?
It looks like that was, if I'm looking at this correctly, it looks like that was from a district judge. So
okay. That wouldn't go through you, that'd go through his AA. His or her AA. Okay. Well, you may just get a lucky break here, Miss Cooley, and get a continuance because you do have the right to an attorney, even if you don't make a concerned call to find out who that attorney is when the one assigned says he's not doing it. That's not a sign that you're very concerned about your probation or your liberty.
No, I am, ma'am. I've been doing everything I was supposed to now.
Well, then we're going to stop. We're going to have a hearing and I'm going to hear that evidence. I'm not going to hear the evidence without your attorney or without the state having an opportunity to be heard. Missy's not on here with us, is she? Because Jen, you said you're handling both aspects.
that's correct. It's just me.
Okay. Is there any chance you could text the Coopers and see if one of them would be available next week or even 1:30 today to do a hearing, a show cause hearing? Ms. Donovan, would you be available today or next week for a show cause hearing
Yes, Your Honor.
on either day, either time?
Yes.
If they can't appear, I'm wondering about the Greenwood County Attorney, Mr. McClendon. I sometimes request and get good results when he's available.
I can send an email. I just need to know exactly what date and time you're wanting me to ask them for.
Well, let's go with Monday because that's putting everybody on the spot for this afternoon. Monday at 9 o'clock is show cause. I make sure they know the name because Ms. Cooley has had a lot of hearings in this court over the years.
Okay, and Your Honor, do you want that on all 6 of her cases?
Yes, all 6.
Can I please get the case numbers from the other 2?
Mr. Regier, if you still have those handy.
Yes, Your Honor. 22 TR 4239 and 22 TR 2399, as previously indicated. If the court is prepared to go on the record in these 2 matters, it does not appear that, at least from a procedural standpoint, a first appearance on the request for revocation has been conducted at this time.
Well, and we don't have to have all the show causes on the same day. We try to do that to accommodate all parties, but Ms. Cooley has so many cases, we may not be able to do that. Jenna, do you want to try, can you try to put the extra 2 on here if I give you those numbers again? I'll have to find them too to give her her first appearance.
You want them added to this docket today? Is that what you're saying?
Let's see if we can, for judicial economy, if nothing else.
Give me 1 second here. I'll get back to that screen and then I will email the attorney. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, one is BU 2022 or Mr. Regier, make sure I get that right. It's 23.99 and the other one's 349. Is that right?
Your Honor, as previously indicated, the first of these matters currently set for Wednesday appears to be 22 TR 4239. The second of these matters
Hold on.
appears to be 22 TR 2399.
Okay, did you get those, Jim? Said those faster than my fingers were typing. Okay, 22 TR 4239 34, and the other, Mr. Regier, 22. Say those again, please, one more time, and we'll try to get them.
No problem, Your Honor. 22 TR 4239 and 22 TR 2399.
TR was 23.99, and was it CR was the 24?
Both these matters appear to be traffic matters, Your Honor.
Both are traffic. Okay.
I have them both added to today's hearing.
All right. Thank you. And if I refresh, I'll be able to find those on the docket today. Is that right?
That is correct, Your Honor. And Your Honor, just double checking that date, you wanted all 6 of those cases to go to the 8.
Whichever attorney you can get, the 8 a.m. docket or 9 a.m., 8 or 9. Let's make it the 8 a.m. docket because I want to give them time to talk before we go on the record. Miss Donovan, I never asked, are you available Monday?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you the probation on all 6 of these cases that have warrants for violations?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Cooley, we're going to go over your cases. You're here today for ones you've already had first appearance on. And those are 24 TR 1694, 22 CR 506. No, that's Colton Branch. Strike that. I gave you the wrong numbers. Okay, 22 CR 352, State versus London. Michelle Cooley, we're on the record for that. Unlawful possession or use of drug paraphernalia on March 2nd, 2022 was the charge. And it looks like she had an expedited hearing before Judge Lee on May 17th of 24. She entered a plea at some point and was sentenced and then had her first appearance on probation violation June 4th of 2025. It looks like by Chief Judge Ricky maybe. And then in addition to that, Ms. Cooley, you had 22 CR 450. Interference with law enforcement officer by obstructing, resisting, opposing misdemeanor warrant service or execution. You were sentenced on that May 17th to 24 before Judge Lee as well. 6 months jail to run concurrent with the other matter. (22 TR 2399). Driving without liability insurance, operating without registration or with expired tag, not carrying your license when demanded, and not changing your address or name in time allowed by law back on June 4th of 2022. You were sentenced May 17th. You were given some kind of concurrent sentence, but also furlough to go to the Women's Recovery Center. And I'm telling you that in that case, that appears to be one where I will tell you for first appearance, you have been served with a warrant to show cause why your probation should not be revoked. It is alleged in this 2399 case that you have not complied with all of your probation conditions. In that warrant, it is alleged that you have failed to obey all laws. You've committed new laws violations since being put on probation, May 29th to 24. It's also alleged you failed to report to court services as required, that you failed to report law enforcement contact immediately or the next working day as required, that you have failed to refrain from possessing or consuming drugs. And this is as of May 19th, 2025, and filed by your probation officer, Christine Donovan. Then in 2023, CR 207, also all of these captions, State of Kansas versus London to Shell Cooley. You're here involving a violation of protection order charge dating April 25th of 23. Looks like you were convicted and sentenced May 17th on that for a 6-month jail sentence, no fine, costs and fees waived, attorney fees. All sentences again to run concurrently with each other for a total of 6 months in jail. So it looks like if you get violated, you're going to get credit every day for each serve, so you'll have 6 months in jail. But I would still hope you wouldn't like the idea of 6 months in jail, even though it is possible to run those 6 times 6 if those are consecutive sentences, which they weren't. In
No, ma'am,
22
I would not like it.
All right, 22 TR 4239, you're charged with driving without a properly displayed license plate, no insurance, not changing your name or address, dated back to November 12th of 2022. And you've been convicted on those that same day, May 17th to 24. '23 CR 300005. You're looking at a request for revocation of probation on violation of a protective order from October 17th to 23. All right, did I get all of those, Mr. Regier? Or Jim? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We started out with a certain number, now we're up to 7 cases. So you be here in person at the courthouse at your next hearing date. You want to make sure you've talked to your attorney before then, Miss Cooley. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor,
Yes, Your Honor.
unless I'm missing something, I'm only seeing 6 cases, and I just want to make sure that Your Honor is aware of how full next week's docket is without adding these.
All right, before I add those, let's make sure we've got the 6. We have 22 CR 352, right? That's one of them. And then 22 CR 450 is another. 22 TR 2399, yet another. 2022 TR 4239, still yet another. 23 CR 207, still yet another. 23 CR 300005, still yet another. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have a total of 6 cases. Is that what you told me, Jen?
That is correct.
Now then, folks, how full is, I dare ask, how full is tomorrow's or next week's docket? I'm sure it's quite.
Without adding those, at this time, you have 31.
31, and about 3 designated hours to get those 31 done and then figure out what I'm gonna do with Miss Cooley. The other option, what does 1:30 next week look like?
I am looking.
Thank you.
1:30 next week, you are completely full. You have 5 on that docket on your bench trial.
Mr. Lee's docket, well, I want to keep these on mind. How about the following week? 2 weeks from today.
For a Monday docket, we do not have court on the 25th.
No Monday docket. What do we have on the Wednesday docket? Especially the 1:30.
Completely full, you have 5.
Well, Mr. Regier, do you have any recommendations? This affects your docket as much as anyone's.
Your Honor, given the particular circumstances of these 6 cases, the state is eager to reach a resolution in a timely fashion. If the court is prepared to take this matter up next Monday on the morning docket, I will have the files ready to go.
All right. Well, as usual, bring your lunch. We'll probably be here a while.
Quite so, Your Honor.
And bring your backup, Jim, if you have such.
Yeah.
Miss Donovan, are you available then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We're going to do this, Miss Cooper, and I want you at the courthouse, and I want you to talk to your attorney before then. Now the question is, who's your attorney going to be? And I can't tell you right now. A lot of extra manpower or woman power is having to go into figuring out how we're going to do all this to accommodate you, because you didn't accommodate yourself with your probation, allegedly. So call back to the clerk's office. What number should she call back to find out who her attorney is later this week, Jen? Call that number, and it looks like the deputy's writing it down for you. Maybe, Miss Cooley, we do too much in this system for you. That's why you like to keep coming back. It's not taking enough out of your life, like it does all of ours. You call the clerk's office at that number he gave you no later than Thursday of this week. I'm going to make that Wednesday of this week, no later than Wednesday of this week. Find out who the attorney is, and you talk to that attorney before I call your name Monday morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
I want you and that attorney to be prepared.
Okay.
And Jan, I'm going to say start with the Coopers again. If neither of them can do it, then try Mr. McClendon, William McClendon over at Eureka. See if there's any way he could cover that.
Of course, Your Honor, and I do need to correct myself on that phone number. It is actually 322.
You get that, Miss Cooley?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, we'll see you back here. And of course, you want to be here. If you don't show up, you know what is going to probably happen, right?
Correct.
What do you
Yes.
think that is?
Jail.
Warrant followed by jail. Warrant and escort to jail, yes. All
Okay,
right.
I promise I'll be here, Your Honor.
Well, hate to be cynical, but you've made me a lot of promises over the years,
Okay.
and a lot of other people too. But I still will hope you mean that and that you stick to that. And Miss Donovan, do you need to see her between now and Monday?
Yes, Your Honor. She's been directed to report after court today.
All right, then you better do that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Common sense and court order. All
Okay.
right, anything further, Mr. Regier from the state?
3 points of housekeeping, Your Honor. Is the court continuing the bonds in all 6 of these cases?
Yes, with all conditions, plus the condition that she stay in touch with Miss Donovan as directed, and that she contact the clerk and get her attorney, that she contact her attorney and be ready to go Monday at 9 o'clock or whenever I call her name. She better be here at 8 at the courthouse, but I want her ready at 9 o'clock. She better be common sense and court order.
Okay.
Anything else?
Secondly, Your Honor, does the court wish my office to issue subpoenas for the next hearing, or is the court prepared to continue the probation officer under the subpoena for today's setting?
What works best for you, Miss Donovan? Do you need a new one issued, or do you want to just stay under the existing one?
No, Your Honor. I'll be present.
All right, thank you. She'll stay under the existing one, Mr. Regier.
Very good, Your Honor. And in the 2 cases that were previously set for Wednesday, 22 TR 4239 and 22 TR 2399. Does the court still consider the Wednesday settings necessary under these circumstances?
No, and thank you for bringing that up. Jen and Miss Donovan, I want to expedite those Wednesday first appearances on the show causes. We're going to take this, I'm calling this first appearance on everything, and we're going to take up all the evidentiary hearings if necessary for evidentiary on Wednesday at that time.
Okay, so Your Honor, I don't have court on Wednesday. I just have court Monday.
Right. But
Okay.
but you can find out who your attorney is and have your attorney be able to get a hold of you so he can give you changes in information.
Okay.
And
Thank
stay
you,
with-
Your Honor.
You're welcome, and stay with Miss Donovan. All right. We'll be in recess at this time on the Cooley case. Miss Cooley is excused. Miss Donovan, do you have anyone else on
Thank
this
you.
docket?
I do not, Your Honor.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.